What's up, you guys? Guys, listen to me. Before we start the podcast, I want you to do me a favor. Check the show notes, okay? Because I am still offering Alpha Body Bootcamp. I'll be having a big, massive announcement later in this podcast. So, stay tuned and keep listening all the way to the end, because this particular podcast is a guided visualization, or I should say a guided ritual. Oh, snap. That sounds some like trippy evil shit. Yeah, you guys, you already know by now that Adam has a dark side. All right, let's start the podcast. You guys are listening to the Masculine Show, a podcast for introverts to become more masculine and get the body of an alpha male, and of course get more mentally healthy and get that seducer's mindset, if you get me. And lastly, I help guys become more desirable and get the mindset of a seducer. Let's get into the podcast. This podcast, brothers, is all about embodying the Silent Rake, which means, do me a favor, you guys, and check the show notes, as I always say. Okay? What I want to say to you real quick before we even start is this episode is dedicated to a book that I've actually finished. Do me a favor, brothers, and understand that the Reformed Rake is what this is dedicated to. Understand what the rake really is. And honestly, you guys, don't go to Google. Just listen to Hidden Secret Life visualization. Okay. Now, if you really want this book delivered to your email, I suggest looking at any of my dating and attraction articles. I have this new free book you can download called The Secret Life. Okay, it's called The Secret Life. Now, with that said, you guys can understand this. I want you to just comprehend something real quick. Okay, before we start, I'm still offering all of you Alpha Body Bootcamp in the show notes. Okay, I know you hear that over and over, but guys, listen, that's what I do professionally. This is honestly a visualization to help with all of you guys out there that want to have that seducer's mindset, because the rake is a seducer. Okay, again, look it up or just read that book, The Secret Life. Now, I want you to just close your eyes now, okay? Close your eyes, do me a favor, and just visualize yourself floating up out of your body. Okay, guys, listen to me. The way this is going to work is that you lay down, okay? Just visualize yourself floating out of your body, wherever you're at. Doesn't matter where you're at. Just visualize yourself floating out of your body. Now, I want you to just float up higher and higher and higher up into the sky where there are stars. Okay, now stay right there, because now I'm going to tell you about Silent Rake Embodiment, so that you are going to possess the mindset of a seducer. So, this is what I'm going to tell you right now. Silent Rake Embodiment, this exercise that I'm going to take you through, is about living the rake's character everyday life. Okay? You are going to live the rake's character in everyday life through subtle adjustments in how you carry yourself and interact. It's a day-long ritual, in a sense where you make a conscious effort to become the silent rake in all that you do. This isn't a momentary ritual, but an all-day life practice of embodiment with periodic check-ins to ensure that you're aligned with your secret life, okay? Morning, this is it. Are you listening? Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Say yes to yourself right now. Just say yes. Say yes. Adam, I am listening. Okay, good. Let's keep moving forward. Morning intention. Each morning, perhaps right after the Silent Rake ritual. Stay tuned, because I'll be releasing this book. It'll have the Silent Rake ritual. Right after you do the Silent Rake ritual, or even Hidden Secret Life, visualization, doesn't matter which one you do. Secret Life works just as well as the Silent Rake ritual, which I'll be releasing on a book soon. Set the intention that today I move through the world as the Silent Rake. Say it to yourself in the mirror with a smirk, or just think about it with conviction and certainty. Posture and movement throughout the day. Keep an awareness of your posture and movement. Shoulders back, comfortable body language, spine tall but not rigid, movements smooth and unhurried. Practice moving slightly slower than those around you, not in a way that impedes others, but just enough that you seem completely unpressured by the rush of the world. This slowness conveys confidence and control. When you're running fast, that conveys anxiousness. So you need to understand that right now. Unless if you're going on a run for physical activity, when you are too fast and rigid, you are out of control. Okay? When you reach for something like your coffee mug or shake someone's hands, do it with a deliberate grace. Does that make sense? So, be slow and controlled. Facial expression. Adopt the rake's subtle smile. You're not grinning. You're not stone-faced. It's that slight upturn at the corner of your mouth, as if you're amused by a secret only you know. Eyes, keep them soft and observant. The Silent Rake's gaze is steady, but not staring. When listening to someone, lock eyes a bit longer than usual. When they speak, then break away casually when you respond or when they finish. It creates an impression that you drink them in, but you are perfectly content on your own. Voice. If you speak today, understand, speak a touch slower and a note lower. Slower and a note lower. Like how you hear my voice right now. Speak slower. Particularly in intimate or one-on-one conversations, drop the volume slightly so that people lean in a little bit. That forces them to pay attention to you in your every word. The content of what you say can be the same as always, but the delivery now has weight in meetings or group chats, or when you do an offer an opinion on something after listening carefully. Everyone hears it because you're not competing for volume. You draw their ears in. Interaction check-ins. Several times a day, perhaps before any significant interaction, meeting, call, date, even a friendly chat. Pause for a few seconds. In this pause, recall the Silent Rake image. I want you to recall the Silent Rake and step into the character. It's like an actor preparing to go on a stage, except this is the character. You are melding it with your real self. Then proceed with the interaction carrying that energy. You'll find perhaps that you're standing a bit closer, but not too close to people because you're not timid. No, you're leaning back when others might lean forward. Mystery in speech. As part of the embodiment, incorporate a bit more of that mystery in your day-to-day talk. You don't have to overshare. Answer questions straightforwardly, but maybe leave one intriguing detail. An example, someone asks, "How was your weekend?" You might normally say, "Good, went hiking." As the rake, you might say with that small smile across your face, "It was invigorating. I found exactly what I needed out on the trail," which is true if you mean clarity, but it sounds like a story. If they bite and ask, "Oh, what did you find?" you can either playfully shrug it off or share a thoughtful insight. The point is you speak in a way that suggests depth. Energy presence. The embodiment is also internal. Carry the energy exercises. As you walk, imagine that aura around you, a bubble of presence extending a foot or two out. People who come into that range will feel something different. You can bolster it by imagining the coiled energy or heart energy radiating as you move when you stand in line or sit in a public space. Instead of going on your phone like everyone, sit calmly, observing, maybe slightly meditating with your eyes open. It sets you apart. You become the guy who's perfectly at ease, not needing constant distraction. Evening reflection. At day's end, reflect to yourself, did I live as the Silent Rake today? Replay notable moments. How did people react? How did you feel? Note any lapses. Okay? Did you rush or did you get flustered? Without judgment, and see how to handle it more like the rake next time. Also, notice the wins. Maybe that barista was extra chatty and smiled more, or your colleagues seemed usually attentive when you spoke. The goal is that over time, this isn't pretend or effort. It just becomes natural in who you are. The line between you and the Silent Rake identity blurs until there's no line at all. You are him. These conscious practices train your muscle memory, your social instincts, and even your thought patterns. Eventually, you won't have to remind yourself to stand tall or speak with a silky cadence. It'll just be how you are. That is true embodiment. When the practice falls away and only the presence remains. Keep it at daily, and you'll notice that not only do others respond differently, but you feel different, more confident, centered, alluring, and mysteriously powerful every single day, because you are a legend. Now, I want you to float from the sky all the way back down to your body. Imagine that energy of the rake, the silent rake, entering your body. Open up your eyes, brothers. You are now the silent rake. All throughout the day, do me a favor, brothers. Leave me a 5-star review. You are a legend. You were never meant to be the nice guy. You were meant to be the storm she can't explain, that messes with her logic, the one who says less to increase power, but leaves more behind. In this next drop, the following week, I'm going to be revealing the exact rituals and energetic shifts and psychological games that you can use to embody what I call the Silent Rake. If you feel the effects already, which I'm sure you are, I hope you're good to go on ditching the scripts you've always used and become the man who doesn't just attract her, but haunts her. In a good way, of course. In like a sexy way. I suggest you stay tuned, because this one will leave an imprint in her psyche. Stay tuned for next week.